Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Aaron's Beer Reviews. So today for our review, got a very special beer. It's so far my favourite beer of 2020. Now I know we're in June right now, very late June, today's the 27th of June, but I really feel that this will be my favourite beer for the whole year. It's also my first review of a beer from a brewery in Sydney. My last two reviews were of Mountain Culture Brewing Co. up at Katoomba, but this one is from Sydney. This brewery is called One Drop Brewing Co. They're a relatively new brewery as well, based in Botany. I think they were the first brewery to open in Botany. And the name of this beer is called Double Vanilla Custard Pancake Imperial Nitro Thickshake IPA. I'm going to say that again, just in case you missed any of that. Double Vanilla Custard Pancake Imperial Nitro Thickshake IPA. Take a moment to get your head around that. It's a bit of everything in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different words to describe this beer. It's 10.1% alcohol, and of course it's a limited edition beer. So, how about we read the description first? Sit down, ideally somewhere comfortable with a lot of pillows. You need to read this. Double the lactose, double the vanilla, double the nitro. Yep. This here, my friend, is our full milkshake treatment, turned right up to 10++. An Imperial milkshake IPA with oodles of wheat, oat milk, custard powder, vanilla, and sabro. Who cares where or how? It's just in there. Relax, grab a straw, and come get thick, yo. This is really exciting for me. I love pouring a nitro beer. Just the way it looks as it fills up in the glass is spectacular. So, how about we pour it? So with the nitro beer, they've got a little sticker at the top here, and it basically tells us that this is a nitro beer. And for best results, for creamiest and best results, shake the can 3 times, then pour hard and vertically into a glass. Got my favourite glass here, my teku glass. So we'll just rip off this label and we'll shake it. I like doing a little bit more than 3. I like the big explosion when it opens. Alrighty, here's my favourite part, pouring this beer. Oh, hear that. A little bit more. There we go. And just take a minute now to watch as the foam, the head, just slowly creeps up, revealing this beautiful golden colour. So even just pouring it, I've just got this big whiff of sweetness. You can smell a bit of the hoppiness, and it's very fruity as well. You can taste a lot of fruit in it, and it's such a delight to smell this style of beer. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this has been my favourite beer of 2020 so far. I put all my beers on Untapped, and I rate them. I haven't rated many as a 5, and so far this year, this is the only beer I've rated as a 5. And what I love about it, of any nitro beer, is that creamy looking head you get in it. See how nice and thick and creamy that is. And look at that colour beer, by the way. Isn't that glorious? Wow. So, let's have a sniff. Like I said, it's very strong from the outset. I can smell the fruitiness, and you can kind of smell a bit of creaminess in as well in the beginning. But let's have a proper whiff of it, proper smell. Yeah, so it does kind of smell like a milkshake, a vanilla milkshake. Of course you get the, I get a bit of citrus from the hops. I know Sabro, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, is a hop that has these tropical sort of taste and aroma. And it also has not only tropical, but it has a bit of coconut taste and aroma in it as well. And surprisingly, considering all the other ingredients in this beer, it's really shining through just in the aroma itself. Alright, now my favourite part. Let's have a taste. Wow. Look, it is hard to describe this beer. There is a lot going on. It is sweet. You do get a bit of bitterness at the back as well, don't get me wrong. The Sabro hops are contributing quite nicely in this. Let's have another taste, get some more, let's see what else I taste. But such a thick mouthfeel. They've called it a Thickshake IPA, and it definitely is feeling like a thick shake. And it's surprising, I've never tasted a beer which had custard powder in it before, but they've put just the right amount of custard in. You can taste it, but it's not overpowering, and it just adds to all the other flavours. There's definitely, I can taste the vanilla in there as well. And there is a bit of the oatiness that is obviously from the oats they've probably used and the oat milk they've added to it. Surprisingly though, for a beer as strong as this, 10.1% alcohol, it is so easy to drink. Like, when I started it was up here, and just within the last 5 minutes, I've had a lot of beer already, and it's just going down so easily. It's such a delight to drink. And as I've had now about a little bit of a break from my last sip, you can still taste a lot of there's still a lot of the lingering taste at the back palates. And I do get a bit of coconut. That's mostly probably going to be contributed from the Sabro hops. It's really enjoyable. So most beers out there are carbonated. They use carbon dioxide. But this one is nitrogenated. It uses nitrogen. Now, there are a couple of benefits of using nitrogen in a beer like this over CO2. The main one is it contributes to the thick mouthfeel you get. Now, I'm sure this already has quite a bit of lactose, and even the custard powder contributed to that thick mouthfeel, and also the oats. I know when I've brewed myself, adding oats to any beer will just thicken it up quite nicely and give it a nice sort of oaty taste in the back end. When you put nitrogen in a beer, you're actually making the bubbles a lot smaller than it would be if it was carbonated. That's the main benefit, because that increases the thickness, the silkiness of the mouthfeel. But for a beer like this, it's definitely a good choice by the brewers at One Drop to make it nitrogenated. There's not many beers out there that are both carbonated and nitrogenated. One I've had is Modus up in Mona Vale. They have their former tenant red IPA mostly packaged as a carbonated beer. That's a really fantastic red IPA, one of the best ones I've had in New South Wales. But I was at the brewery, this is going back a year or two ago, and I just happened to see they had the former tenant red IPA on Nitro. And I tried it, and it definitely gave it a different element. It's a red IPA, so you're using a bit of, say, caramel and whatnot in it, in the brewing process. I could taste more caramel notes, use it when it was nitrogenated, as opposed to more the tropical hoppy sort of flavours you get in a carbonated beer. Now, I remember when I first heard about this beer, I was at work in my lunch break, flicking through Facebook, and a picture of this beer comes up. I think it was love at first sight. I looked at it and I just knew I needed to have it. That was, I think, a Thursday or a Friday they released it. That Saturday, I went straight down to the brewery in Botany and I picked up one. Now, for any of you who follow me on Instagram, there's my handle right there, Beer and Succulents. I never try the same beer twice, so I never post the same beer twice. And I never post the same beer twice because I rarely ever buy the same beer twice. And that's because there's just so many different beers out there, breweries and beers, and each brewery has a different interpretation of each style of beer, that I feel like there's just so many beers to have. Why buy multiples when you can just try one of each different type of beer? So when I first heard about this beer to the time I went to the brewery, I was agonizing, umming and ahhing over, should I buy a single? Should I buy a 4-pack? Should I buy more than that? And I couldn't make my mind up. So I picked up a single, took it home, cracked it open, and immediately regretted my decision of only buying one. Unfortunately, I was busy the entire weekend, and I was just hoping that I could get time to go the following weekend, and they wouldn't have sold out. As luck would have it, they did not sell out, and I was able to grab another 4-pack of beer. The single cost $14, the 4-pack was $45. The more I drink this beer, the more I can taste the vanilla and the custard in it, and it honestly is such a delight. The reason I gave this beer 5 on Untapped is because how it's described in its title is how it tastes. Rarely you have a beer with all these extra ingredients added that lives up to the expectation. And of course that was the trepidation I felt, and that's why I only bought a single. I saw a Facebook post from One Drop the other day. Their tap house, their brew house is now reopened to the public, no bookings needed. They are operating at limited capacity at the moment due to COVID, but if you get in, they're open from 11 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. You get in early enough, you'll get yourself a seat. They take bookings of groups larger than 5, I believe. So if you're going in a big group, I suggest booking ahead. And they have food trucks on site, and it's definitely a nice way to spend a Saturday or a Sunday. So to get there, all you need to do is firstly, if you're not within the Botany region, is firstly head to Central. From Central, all you need to do is catch a 309 to Botany Junction, and it's only a 4 or 5 minute walk from there. It's really easy to get to. So like any beer of this strength, I do find it to be more of a sipping beer, even though, as you can tell, I've enjoyed it immensely. A little bit more in the can, and I'll enjoy that soon. So that's about it for today. My next video, I think, will be another One Drop beer. And in that video, I'll give you more of a history of One Drop and some of the other beers I have in store. So thank you for watching again, everyone. Really appreciate it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you like the way I present beer reviews, please subscribe and also click the bell so you can get notified every time I release a new video. You can also find me on Instagram and Untapped. But for now, that's about it. I hope everyone enjoys their day or their night, wherever they are. Have a great day, and cheers.